Have you ever felt your heart race, your breath quicken, and your mind go completely blank? For no obvious reason? That overwhelming rush of fear? Today we call it a panic attack. But the word panic has roots far older, and far stranger than you might expect. It all goes back to an ancient Greek god who lived in the woods, and liked to scare people for fun. The word panic comes from the name Pan, the Greek god of the wild. Pan was half man, half goat, with the legs and horns of a satyr. He lived deep in the forests and mountains, far from the polished world of Olympus. But Pan wasn't just a protector of nature. He was unpredictable, wild, and loud. According to ancient legends, Pan had a mischievous habit. He would leap out from behind trees, blow his horn, or let out a blood-curdling shout, just to startle travelers walking alone through the woods. The Greeks believed that the sudden irrational terror people felt in those moments wasn't just fear. It was panicus phobos, fear sent directly by Pan. Over time, this unique kind of fear, a fear that came from nowhere, that gripped you instantly, was simply called panic. It became part of Latin, panicus, and later French and English. For centuries, panic remained tied to sudden group fear. In ancient battles, a loud noise, a surprise attack, or even a false rumor could cause entire armies to panic and flee. Military writers used the term to describe moments when soldiers lost all sense of logic and order. By the 1700s and 1800s, panic entered the world of finance. When investors all rushed to sell their stocks or withdraw their money, often based on emotion, not facts, it was called a financial panic. Then came psychology. By the early 20th century, doctors began studying the individual experience of sudden, intense fear. Racing heart, tight chest, dizziness, fear of dying. What we now call a panic attack. Today, panic is everywhere. We use it for world events, stock markets, viral videos, even for forgetting your phone at home. But what makes panic so powerful is that it still feels ancient. It bypasses logic. It's physical. It's your body's emergency alarm system, blaring whether there's a real threat or not. And if you listen closely, maybe you'll still hear Pan's laughter echoing in the background. The word panic reminds us that fear is not always rational. Sometimes it's sudden. Sometimes it's inherited. But it's always deeply human. So the next time your heart skips a beat and your thoughts scatter, take a breath. You're not alone. You're sharing a moment with thousands of years of history. Subscribe for more untold stories behind everyday words. And next up, what do disaster and the stars have to do with each other? More than you think.